If you record music, do live streaming and things like that, you might be thinking, I need a good portable interface that I can use with my iPhone, my iPad, or other mobile device. Well, today we're going to take a look at one from Synido. This one is called the LiveDock A20. Welcome back, I'm Tony, and yeah, I do have, I've got a Mac, I've got my DAW on there, which I like to use Reaper. I've got some expensive stuff for recording, but sometimes I just want to do something really quick. Maybe I've got a song idea and I'm like, ooh, let me just get that recorded. And I want it to have the distortion and whatever effects that are in my mind for that, for a demo type of thing. Now, I'm not suggesting that something like this is going to replace your professional recording gear, but you never know. You might need something like this for something that's mobile in nature. Or maybe you're a streamer. Maybe you're somebody who does their music live streaming. Well, you could do that with this. You can use your microphone, your guitar, or whatever instrument you plug into the instrument jack on this. And it allows you to separately mix your microphone and the instrument. And it also has a separate volume that's kind of cleverly like a record player that is used for the output. Thing is, what I wanted to use this thing for is for my mobile phone, for my iPad, that type of thing. And it certainly does work that way. But when I started to really dig into it, I realized this isn't actually an I/O device. This is more of an input device. So if I had my Tone Master Pro plugged into this, then what would come out of the headphone jack would be what was going into it, so I would be able to hear everything that was on there. But in the case of using a mobile phone and a DAW that's on there, like maybe the new Fender Studio app, which has effects and things like that in there, I would want to be able to hear what that sounds like as my output. So that would be your I/O. This is basically what's going into it is what you're going to hear out of it. I'm going to show you a perfect example of that in here in just a minute. But first of all, let's go take a look at what the features are. So it's selling for $59.99 right now. And on Amazon, they have a coupon on it. I'll put both links to their website and Amazon down there in the description. Takes it down to $54 shipped. So it's a portable music recording audio interface. They say ultra clear loopback and monitor function, high fidelity audio, 24-bit, 96 kilohertz resolution for detail, live streaming support, USB-C, charging during broadcasts, multiple uses for live streaming or music recording. Okay, fair enough. Has instrument gain adjustment as well as microphone. Yeah, you got your microphone up here and you would adjust it like that, and you've got your instrument right here with the dBs. Hi-Fi 3D audio, pure and noise-free. I don't know about pure and noise-free. It's clear, it's good, but it's not as clear as, say, my Focusrite Scarlett. This thing is super ultra portable, and it even has a little thing for a lanyard right there. And then when you want to use your cable, it's built in. It's right there. That's a USB-C, but they do think of everything, and they also included this little dongle right here that takes that from USB-C to Apple Lightning, and you're good to go. You won't be needing that with the newer phones, but I have an iPhone 14, so yeah. And then when you're done, it just slides right back over and it locks right into the case like that. So it's just locked right in there, and that's pretty cool. Streaming while charging, no worries about power outages, record anytime, anywhere. Yeah, you can plug it into a power source, and you could just use a power bank if you wanted to do that. That's one thing I like about it. It's super portable. I mean, this literally goes in my pocket. Take it out and ready to go. Stream live with wireless accompaniment using 2 phones. Effortless setup with 1 phone for wireless accompaniment, another for seamless live streaming. So it's got a lot of purported features. The only one it doesn't do is I want it to give me back the audio that is being fed into the DAW that is on my phone so that I can hear it. As it is now, all I can hear is that clean signal that's coming out of the headphone jack. Well, let's just show you. All right, so I've got it all plugged up. I've got my guitar plugged in with a standard cable. This right here does not need to be plugged in. Let me just show you. I can unplug this. That is power, as you see the little power symbol right there. But this doesn't require power. All it needs to do is plug into one of your devices. However, you might have a longer session and you might want to plug that in so that your device can charge, and you can see that this is now charging. So yeah, that's a nice little addition on there. Now when you first plug this in, it starts out at 12 dB. I've found that this needs to be just a little bit louder, at least with my setup, so I'll put it on 16 dB. Headphones, instead of having headphones plugged in here, I have this directly plugged into my Mac using my DAW, which is Reaper. And this is to adjust the output volume of the headphones. So I've found that this needs to be a little bit louder. I'm just going to turn that up a bit. I've got it on mono. If I wanted to go stereo, I could do that. So let's start the DAW. And right now, this is monitoring what's going into this, not what's coming back from that into this. And that's why I say it's not a true I/O device, it's more of an input device. If I had my pedal board or my Tone Master Pro or whatever plugged into this, so everything that is affected as going into that, I would be able to hear it out of this. But I want to record on a mobile app like GarageBand or Fender Studio, which I think Fender Studio is actually really, really good. If you haven't used it yet, you can arm each one of the tracks. So I'm arming the track right now. Let me just show you what it sounds like without having that recording. So yes, you're just hearing what's going in and what's coming out. Now, if we want to have this thing go, we're going to have a count in. So we're just going to hit this. All right, so it's recording right now. I'm going to go ahead and play and record a couple of riffs here. All right, so we're going to stop this now. Go back to the beginning. So you heard that that was just the dry signal. However, and this may not be the best effect on here, but this is one of the effects on here. So let's let that play here. So what you're going to hear is that the distorted sound actually does come through on here, and you can hear it when it plays back. See, so I haven't spent a ton of time working with this app. I'm going to go ahead and undo that. But I really want to. And the reason why is I haven't had the right interface for it. Of course, Fender does have their I/O. That's $100. And this is, what, $60? I think right now, if you use their discount, it's like $54 shipped, which is not too bad at all. All right, let's give you another example. Hit record. Play it. Yeah, so I think you get the picture. It works, just doesn't quite work the way that I want it to. If you were doing something like, oh, I don't know, you're doing some live streaming, you wanted to plug your microphone in there, plug your guitar in here, have all of your effects going into this, then yeah, you could actually do some pretty good mixing. You could do Bluetooth and run backing tracks. You could do loop backs, stereo or mono input. For the money, it's a pretty effective little unit, and it'll just drop right into your backpack or your pocket for that matter. So I suppose if you do a little upfront work on it and make sure you have, I mean, I didn't even know what effect I was using on there. I think it was like Balls Crusher or something like that. So that's what I used. I got to dig into that app more. I mean, it's a good app and it's free. Of course, you can buy the Fender I/O. It's a new device. It's $100. Or, you know, you can pick up something like this and make it work, I guess. Now, I did talk with Synido and I told them what was going on, and they're like, you know, okay, well, no, it really isn't meant to be that way. Some apps you can make it feed back to it and whatever else, but it just should be an I/O. And they said, yeah, definitely in the next iteration of it, we will consider that. So I like a company that listens to users' feedback, and that's a good thing. They make some inexpensive products that are actually pretty good. So, you know, I do have a review here for one of the actual studio style I/O devices here on the channel, so you can watch that video that's popping up right here. I can see some different uses for this. If I was somebody that like maybe did some virtual busking, like, you know, I just do this stuff online, I could plug the microphone in there, the guitar, and I could sit there and I could live stream that. That would be good. I suppose if you're a gamer and you were able to get your gaming audio into this, you could use it for streaming for that as well. I don't know exactly how that would work. I'm not a gamer, so I don't really know. For me, this isn't exactly doing everything I need it to do right now, but I'm gonna keep it around. I'm sure I'll find a use for it. Either way, if you have not checked out Synido, check out the links that I'll have down in the description. So that is the LiveDock A20 from Synido, and I want to thank you so much for your support here on the channel. Likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, always very important to this channel. So if you like what you see, hit the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, there's a red subscribe button down there and notification bell. Click both of those. You'll get notifications when I upload new videos. I also have a thanks button down below this video. It is not inexpensive to run these channels, so every penny counts. If you want to toss a couple bucks my way, easy to do it with that. Either way, I'm just thrilled and grateful that you're here. That means the world to me. And that's going to do it for this episode. We'll catch you next time on the Vapor Trail channel.